Hi everyone, today I'm going to teach you how to do the elimination card force. This is an easy force that you can do and impress some people with. You will need a regular deck of cards. Once you have your deck of cards, remove them from the box and remember the card that's on top of the deck before the magic trick starts. In our case, it's the 3 of clubs. Now, once you know the card that's on the top of the deck and you're performing this for a spectator, I recommend that you do a false shuffle. And basically what you do is a table shuffle, but you just make sure that the forced card stays on top. You notice it's still on top of the deck. You can also do some false cuts, just like so. Of course, making sure the forced card stays on top. So shuffle the deck as much as you want before you do this force. Just make sure the card you're forcing stays on top of the deck. Now to do the elimination card force, here's what you do. You deal 2 rows and you deal them just like this. 3 on top and you deal 3 below, just like that. Now the important thing at this point is that you put the card on top of the deck that you're forcing in this position. Okay, the top right corner from my point of view. Okay? Now what you have the spectator do at this point is select either this row or this row. Now let's just say they say this row. You say, okay, we're going to take and get rid of these cards. Okay? If they say this row, you say, okay, we're going to keep these cards. We're going to get rid of these 3. So no matter what they say, you find a way to say something to get rid of the bottom row. Okay? Either you say we're going to keep these cards, or if they select this row, you say we're going to get rid of them. Now, you're probably wondering, how do you force this card right here, the 3 of clubs? Here's how you do it. You have the spectator touch any 2 of these cards. Okay? Let's look at all the different possibilities. If they touch these 2, you say, okay, we're going to remove these cards, and you hand them this card. This is the force card. Now, it might not always be that easy. They might touch these 2, okay? The force card and a non-force card. What do? Well, you could say, okay, we're going to keep the 2 cards you're touching and remove this one, okay? And finally, you have it down to the non-force card and the force card, the 3 of clubs. You have them touch both, and you ask them to lift up their finger on one card. If they lift up their finger here, you say, okay, we'll get rid of the one that you lifted your finger up on. Vice versa, if they lift up the finger on this one, you say, okay, you keep the card that you lifted your finger up on. Okay? Which, of course, is the 3 of clubs. So this force definitely takes a little practice. What I recommend is practice all the different possibilities. That way, no matter what they touch, you always have a way out, so to speak, to get them to pick the force card. I hope you had a lot of fun with the elimination card force, and I hope that you add this to your repertoire of card tricks in your performances. Have a great day.